Hey everybody, Alyssa here from Becoming Memories. Thanks for joining me for another process video. Today I am using my second copycat kit. I will leave a link to the kit reveal down below so you can check it out. And I have just a couple quick additions for you here, a couple quick notes. One is that my thickers have nearly run out. You can see here that I have all of my supplies in my new IKEA organizer. And I actually was talking during this whole part and then I cut myself off because I was being very windy. So my thickers are almost gone. I may have to pull in another set of thickers, but I'm digging in with this chipboard set from Basic Gray. This is a Kelly Perky line. I don't think Kelly actually designed very many lines for Basic Gray before they closed, which was sad because she has such a fun, unique style. And the colors of this chipboard are amazing. So what I'm doing here is I'm just scoring the back, like that backing wasn't completely cut through, and so I'm using my Cricut tool to just score it so that I can take the chipboard out with the backing still attached, because I do like to fidget and move things around quite a bit. But everything you're going to see in the kit today, in the layout today, is from that second copycat kit, which happens to be based on the Paige Evans Oh My Heart collection. And I don't think any of Oh My Heart actually makes it into this layout, but that was kind of the inspiration for this particular kit. So I pulled out a Distress Oxide here. I believe that is Broken China. And I am now searching for, I have got to find a better way to organize these pads because it takes me forever to find the one I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put some, nope, I'm wrong. This is Evergreen Bough. This is Evergreen Bough. And I picked this color because I've actually been using this color a lot lately. But that green that you'll see in that Kelly Perky chipboard is that same shade of green. So that is why I chose it. So now I am looking for some paper to start some layering, because the layering is where it is at. You'll see here some of the papers from my copycat kit. I've pulled out some vellum. That is a strip of Studio Calico vellum from, oh my Lanta, that is probably 10-year-old vellum right there. It is pretty old. So I am starting out by matting my photos on a scrap piece of paper. That is an SEI Dill Blossom cardstock that was in my kit. And I love that color. The Dill Blossom collection has been a bit of a challenge for me to use, but I did use it recently for my Age Before Beauty series. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. I was happy with how it came out. I felt like I was able to use a cut file and really kind of bring it forward into this century and really make a layout I was happy with. So I will link that video down below as well. So here we go. We have double matted photos together in the middle and that strip of Studio Calico vellum down the center. And now it is time for the fussy cutting. You guys knew it was coming, right? I don't do a video without fussy cutting. These flowers are from an Amy Tangerine collection, and frustratingly enough, the paper pad does not have the name of the collection on it, and neither does the pack of embellishments, which is bizarre. It may be one of her first collections. Maybe it's called The Good Life or some such thing. It has donuts and giraffes and a lot of purple in it. So I don't know how helpful that is. I'm sorry. It really annoys me when manufacturers don't put the name of the line on every single piece of the line. But you've heard me go on about that before, so I will stop now. So I'm kind of fitting them in as I go here because I kind of know how I want this to look. Like I have a vision in my head. And at this point, I'm almost done working with this kit, and so I'm trying not to cut any more flowers than I'm probably going to use. And so, I don't know. I just have this thing about I like to fussy cut. And sometimes I do actually fussy cut ahead, but I don't know. I like to make sure that I use my fussy cutting papers sparingly and keep them available to use with the collection at all times, because once I am done with the fussy cutting papers in a collection, I have a very hard time using the rest of the collection. I know that's really bizarre, but anyway, these labels are from Love and Lemon. As you can see, I tried it. It did not make it on the paper. These labels are from the Dollar Tree, also not going to make it. And this Paige Evans sticker book came from Tuesday morning. It was not originally in my kit. I found it after I assembled the kit, and I decided to include it because half of the stickers in the book are based on the Oh My Heart collection, which is, of course, what this kit is based on. So, you know, normally I try not to add to kits after I make them, but in this case I decided it was totally justified because that's the collection that I was using. So now I'm fidgeting around. I'm trying to decide where that feather is going to go. I really want to use that feather because I feel like it really works well with the look and feel of this kit. And so, but I can't decide where to put it. I keep changing where it is because I keep feeling like it needs to maybe go somewhere else. And then at the end of the day, it does actually make a landing on the layout, but you'll see that here in just a second. So now I'm using another chipboard triangle, again, just trying to fit it all together and figure out how this is all going to come together in the end. I brought in that word today, and I brought that in at the bottom because I thought it needed something to balance and kind of like finish off the layout there at the bottom, but I don't now feel like I have a good place for my title. And so kind of looking through my letters, and I'm looking at this sticker set and trying to decide what I actually have enough letters left to spell. And I decided that because in the photos we were trying out a restaurant called Noodles for the very first time, that was an appropriate title. And I happen to have, with a few minor adjustments and a 3 for an E, all of the letters that I needed to spell the word noodles. So there you go. Sometimes titles are born out of that kind of necessity, and I would really like to kill this pack of thickers completely, so there you go. I'm trimming up an 8 there to form the S in the word noodles. So now I'm getting serious, and I'm liking how it's looking, so I am gluing some things down. I'm using some pop dots, and look at that, I found a place to put that feather. Feathers are hard for me to use. I don't really know why, but for some reason they just are, and they don't often find their way into my layouts, but I was determined to make sure that that one fit here somewhere. So now I'm looking to see if I can make this label work, but that one doesn't make the cut. Just thought it needed a little purple up there on top, and so that was what I was trying to accomplish here. So I put that feather down. I pulled some of the feather apart. Like I pulled a couple layers of that chipboard off so it wouldn't be quite so thick. And then I'm popping some pop dots on the back of the arrow so that it will layer over that other chipboard piece. And I like the dimension that that creates. I find that layering chipboard actually creates some pretty good dimension while still being sturdy. It holds up well, I guess, as dimension goes. So I'm just going through now, sticking everything else down, including the flowers. You know I've decided where everything is going for sure when I stick the flowers down. Let me tell you, that is like, that's it. I'm committed. So that main chipboard piece there in the middle, I just loved how those arrows pointed to both of their bowls and had some colors. Actually, that chipboard piece probably is what actually inspired all of the colors from the whole layout. So I stuck a photo corner up there at the top because I was really truly trying to use more of that chipboard. It's been a long time since I did a layout where I used this much chipboard, but that package was just kind of inspiring me. Here I am adding a little more of that evergreen bough distress oxide into the background. And now I decide it is time for some dots. So this is enamel paint from Ranger. And guys, this is where this whole layout kind of goes wrong. So tip number 1, this works very similarly to Nouveau dots, which are amazing. Nouveau drops, I don't have any yet. I want to get some. However, you should always make that the last step of your layout, just saying, because you will see me here 3 times before I finish this layout stick my fingers or my arm or my elbow right into that wet paint. And so I've already done time number 1 there, sticking that flower down. So I moved it over to cover that up, and now there's a enamel dot going there to cover the rest of it. I'll show you here in a second where I mess up again and stick my finger in. So I'm sticking some enamel dots on to complement those little purple paint dots that I added. And now I'm going to use my stamp, a roller stamp. This is a Namey Tangerine one. I'm going to stamp the word Friday, because that was what day of the week it was, right at the bottom of that journaling block, again with that evergreen bough. And that was where I just stuck the side of my hand in another paint dot. I think there are only 2 paint dots on this entire layout that I did not smush by the time I was done, and I'm about to do it one last time. So here I go with some spatters of Tattered Angels. This is Mel's Diner, and of course some Heidi Swapp Color Shine. And when I move this plastic that I put over my photo, I see that I have smudged yet another of those purple dots. So I put another piece of chipboard over it. That's a win, right? One more piece of chipboard on the layout, and there we go. There is the finished layout. Here are some close-ups. Thank you for taking a peek. I hope you will subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.